Hello and welcome back. This is episode 3 of my 2022 season, and on this video we're back at the wee Scottish burn, but this time we're doing a wild camp and hopefully we can find a few specks of gold as well. So here's the video, and it was filmed way back in early spring, and I hope you enjoy it and thank you for watching. Come on lad, come on, let's get going. Well, it has been a while, people. We're back at the river and we're back at the wee Scottish burn, and all that behind me has taken one hell of a lot of moving about, I can tell you that. As you can see, we've got the dog with us. He's going to love it tonight just as much as I am. Well, look at all that equipment. Well, I'd say that was done. That's my tea for tonight. Spicy chicken, and I've thrown some noodles in there just to give it a bit of body. And that's about as good as you're going to get around here, I'd say. It's quite tasty. It's about to go dark anyway, and all I can hear is the birds now just settling down to roost. It's a lovely place to be. The dog's settled, he's had a bit of a paddle in the river. This curry is getting better and better. For 45p in the tin, and probably 50p for the noodles. It's got all the taste I need. And you've got to take your litter home. I've got a litter bag behind me. I can see some litter around here. I'm disappointed, because if you can bring all this stuff in with you, take it back. It's dead easy, isn't it? Oh, look, a big piece of chicken there. Well, I've had my tea, thoroughly enjoyed it. Now I'm going to have some real ale. Cheers. Well, it's getting time for bed now. So yeah, well, getting here tonight. The dog's outside, he won't come in at the moment. I'll get him in a minute. He's got a nice little towel here to sleep on, and I've got my bed all set up. What a really nice night. It's pitch black out there now. Can you hear that owl? Oh well, I'm ready for bed. This lad, you're not ready, are you? As you can see, he's got a cover there to sleep on, and he's a bit unsettled, so I can hear an owl outside. It's quite nice. He's lying down now. He just keeps grumping. What's up with you, grumpy so-and-so? Hey? Yeah? On an adventure? Right, so you're all wrapped up now, aren't you? Hey? You happy with that? You're wrapped up. Good boy. He's pissed off. Oh, it's brilliant. Anyway, I'll see you in the morning. Cheers. What are you doing? I'm trying to get up. Yeah. Good lad. It was breakfast now, can't you? Hey, there you go. Time for my morning coffee anyway, so just bang that in there. Oh, that's good. So for breakfast, we're on eggs and the water's boiling away. They're nearly done. They're perfect. Oh yeah. That's me done. I've had my breakfast now. That's all my litter so far. Make sure you take it home. And today's plan is, well, we're right next to the river, the Wee Scottish Burn. We're going to go down there and try and find a few specks of the good stuff. And I've not been out to the river for quite a while, so I'm looking forward to this. I'm looking forward to being out with the dog. The camping's another element to it. At the end of the day, for me, this is a hobby. And I'm not expecting to find any nuggets down here today. I don't think there'll be a cheeky nugget waiting for me to pick up with my fingers. I think what there'll be down there is lots and lots of fine gold. That's what this area is all about. And you might get the odd piece that is more visible. So we're all dressed now, we're ready to go and find some gold. That was a great little camp and I hope you enjoy that side of this experience. What I want to do today is share this experience with you and let's have a look what's down there in the Wee Scottish Burn. It's a lovely May spring day. It's not quite summer but it's warm enough to wear my vest. So what I think we'll do, we'll have a look around the river today and we'll have a look at some bedrock. We'll see what we can get out of bedrock, scraping away at some cracks. If there's a bit of loose rock there, we can move it with our fingers. We'll take some of that and clean it. We'll have a look at a gravel bar and have a look at different gravel bars maybe, where we look at one on the good inside bend, but we'll look at the materials. And we'll try to give you a good experience of what we can do on a river like this. So I've just been working on this bedrock. We're about 2 foot above the water line and I'm just trying to get my good old faithful yellow plunger sucker bottle to get to the bottom of this, where there's a bit of gravel round here. I'll show you what else we're finding. In here we've found a bit of a quartz layer or a stringer coming through the rock. I think you all know what this is here, like an ironstone, and we've got bits of lead. So in there we've got heavies that were in the first layers.
So when we start to talk about ironstones and hematite, for example, these are quite heavy and it has a specific gravity of between 5 and 5.1. We've also found some lead which has a specific gravity of 11.34. Gold, however, is significantly higher at 19.34. And to put things into perspective, a cubic metre of gold would weigh 19.34 metric tonnes.
So hopefully we'll have nice fine gold in the bottom of here. Some more hematite there, I can see. Ironstone, call it what you want, but you all know what it is. So let's give this a clean up now. This is where the juicy stuff might be in here, I suspect. So Yeah, you've seen all this before, so we'll get to the clean-up and let's see what's in the bottom of the pan. Oh, we've got gold. In fact, that's not too bad. For a small pocket, I'm happy with that. Yes, get in there. So, yes, I'm very, very pleased. I've moved just basically a few scoops of dirt and there's the gold, piece of lead. Yeah, it's not too bad.
So where's a likely spot to find a few specks of gold at the river? Well, ideally you're looking for a tightly packed crevice full of stones and river pebbles, and they're going to be jammed in there. And the aim here is to find the keystone, and this is the stone that locks everything into place. And using the pry bar, once you've found the keystone and got it loose, the rest of the stones will become unlocked and you'll be able to remove them all. And at the same time, I'd always wash them as well, because you never know if a few specks of gold are stuck to them. And once you've removed all the stones, it can help to fill a second pan with some water. And next we need to get the suction pump or your snuffle bottle and draw out all of the gravels, which are situated at the bottom of the crevice. And hopefully you'll have some gold in your pan at the end of this process.
So I've got like bedrock here. You never know what's in these little pockets in here, you see. That's a good collection point there. And also, just having looked around this area, you see we've got stringers. We've got decaying bedrock, stringers here. And you can see along there, and following it here, there's more white stringer formations in here.
And so the bedrock in this area is made up of siltstone and shales. It was formed 449 to 458 million years ago, in the Ordovician period. And when you see stringers like that, you're always hoping that there could be possibly gold in them, but nevertheless it's always an interesting find. Also, not too far away from this location is a basalt lava pillow, and there's igneous dikes which were formed between 23 and 66 million years ago, during the Paleogene period. And just as a side note, these drawings may not be factually correct, as I'm not a geologist. They're just basic diagrams I'm using to give you for a different perspective to make these videos. But let's get back to the river.
You might not be able to see this, but in the dirt there, that looks like a speck of gold. So, is it? That will probably be as good as it gets today. Yes. Well, you see, you've got to keep your eyes open. Well, that's what I'd be expecting to see in the dirt. So we'll snuffer it up and we'll put it in the collection. Right, lad. Good boy. Good boy. Oh, he's having a good drink there. Well, it was worth it then going down there to clean that out. Wow. because I can see two very visible pieces here. A couple of diddy specks around there, but that's good for just cleaning out. Excellent. So just a quick catch up. I've gone a bit higher up again now following this line. There is gold, it's dropped off, it's not as consistent. You can see some more of the exposed stringer there. So I'm just cleaning out this pocket now, and then we'll do another clean-up. So that's my my third section now on this outcrop. We'll give this a clean up. Let's see what's in these gravels. Don't forget to stratify your layer.
So when we talk about stratification, what does this mean? When the pan is first filled with gravels, it's just a mixture of all kinds of materials that have varying weights. And what we want is to create some order in the pan using gravity, where the heavier particles are at the bottom of the pan, the medium heavies are somewhere in the middle, and the lighter materials are towards the top. This is done by shaking and moving the pan from side to side. Sometimes you've got to do this quite vigorously. And that's how we get the layers in the pan stratified, because as we know, gold is much heavier than most other materials in that pan.
Get all them heavier particles to the bottom, and take your time. You could also put your other pan underneath here just to doubly check, and the gold here is very fine, so that's always a good idea. And it is a dirty job. Yeah, we've got gold in the pan. I've done a clean up now from these little test areas I've been doing on the bedrock, and it's not looking too bad. There's quite a few nice visible pieces there, but it really is nice and bright, that gold. I had from the first original test, got the bits of lead in there. So there you go. It's actually not bad at all, that. I probably still found miles more lead in weight, but there's quite a lot of very similar sized pieces, and that is exactly what I would expect to find on this river. I've been sniping and I've found bigger pieces, but that's pretty much what you get on here. Very consistent with that horrible yellow fine powdery stuff. That's not gold. Okay, it's time for a bite to eat. So what we're going to do, I'm going to get my butties out. It's dead easy, this one, because I've made them earlier on. So here's a quick look at what we're on today. And yes, it's sardines with tomato sauce. The dog wants his dinner as well, for the time being. There you go, lad. There you go. He's wolfed them down. And where's my sandwiches? These are mine, lad. You've had yours. So I get these down my neck. Bloody hungry, I'll tell you that. Get that water boiled and I'll have a cup of coffee with it. Why, not mind that. Cheers. And so while I get my brew, it's great having the dog out. He's been howling up there. He's got the river, he can go in there to cool down. He's with me, he wants to be outside all the time, but when I'm down there and he's up here, he starts howling his head off. Don't you, you silly Billy? Wait there, you, be careful. Careful, you'll get too deep for you. So, this is an interesting feature. Come on, boy. This is a really nice looking gravel bar. It's quite built up, but just looking at the stones, they're not really big, are they? They're pebbles.